good day to you. We have about 45 minutes of video for you today on Tironan's Unfriendly Skies, and we have for our first round the MiG-15 BIS. Not the most maneuverable of fighters, but not bad when you rig it out correctly. This is not a spec plane, so it has nowhere to go but up. And we're playing the invasion scenario, Vengeance. And we are on the offensive side of this, which means we get to protect the bombers. And I choose the MiG-15 BIS because it has good high altitude performance. The gun burst length leaves much to be desired, however. But what it does do is allow me to get up and mix it up with the heavies and have a significant turning edge on them. It's also relatively quick. And what I'm looking to do is tie these fighters up instead of dealing with them dealing with the bombers, which they will do very quickly and effectively left alone. And you can see that I'm not getting a lot of help in doing this. But I can turn my way out of trouble pretty quickly just to keep getting zapped every time that I'm dealing with another aircraft from somebody else. So I'm in a turning contest with another plane, which is not what I want to do, and you get the inevitable results as yet another uninvolved plane shoots you down. Alright. Now a few more fighters helping me out there would have made a lot of difference, but that's the way it's played. Alright. If you're looking for fair, it doesn't exist in this game. Alright, so we're dealing with the heavies now. They're in the bomber stream just like the way they want to be. And I'm looking to start evening the odds a little bit. And that takes care of one of them. Come back around. Get a few strikes on him. Let him know that he's got a problem and he's trying to run. He's a heavy fighter, right? He should be able to outrun me. Well, that's a little more difficult to do with this aircraft. And if I weren't using it in a more general purpose role, I would simply continue to outfit this thing for speed, and it would be a better heavy fighter killer. But I use it for more than just this particular role, and I'm not going to buy ultra expensive equipment for a special. Alright, so what I'm looking for here is I'm just going to start killing fighters. Yes, I know that's counterintuitive, but having played this a few dozen times now and racked up a rather impressive string of losses, I came up with my own solution for it. And you can try it or not try it, strictly up to you. But I found that if you are interfering with the other side's ability to take out your aircraft, you're usually a pretty good leg up on doing it. And there's going to be a lot of heavy fighters up there and not so many fighters great opportunity to let them have it. Okay, so got this guy about tore up. Can't really do anything with me. And I'm fighting the gun burst length more than I am the killing the aircraft. Might be one of the things I'm considering with this aircraft is installing the long bolt carriers, so you get an increase in burst length on the guns. Seems to be one of the aircraft that really would benefit from that. Now you lose some in accuracy with that. Not typically the way I want to go, but this is not the most accurate gun setup I've seen around. Alright, got a spec aircraft in front of us. And he's a sneaky little devil, likes to make sure that I don't get my gun pip on him, and I don't blame him. But I'm not going to let him go. Need these bombers to survive, and the one thing I do know is if he's running from me, he's not attacking bombers. If he does, I'll kill him. I can handily outturn the guy, so that's not too much of a threat. However, the other aircraft in the sky is another thing entirely. And Lockjans has a heyday with me in this series. I'm just going to warn you in advance. And it is morning here. I'm still waking up, and I have my coffee, so deal with it. All right. Got the guy. He's making his run on our bombers. Let's see if we can't make his life a little more difficult. And that takes care of that. Come back around. F2H is not that fast a heavy fighter, surprisingly. Alright, away he goes. Okay, once again, stay after the fellow. He wants to kill bombers, I want to kill him. And he's not going to let go of those bombers for love nor money. He finally realizes he better run. Too late. Obviously got somebody on my tail. Pulling a hard turn. And I want this guy to go away. More heavy fighters. This is a fast and relatively agile fighter. And so a lot of the advantages that a heavy fighter has go away with the MiG-15, so I chose it. Figured I'd see a lot of 262s, FH2s, F2Hs I should say. And that's turning out to be the case. All right. Need to get a little twisty here. See if I can. Yeah. Rough trade today, boys. Rough trade. And just for general information, me and Freak Fighter go at this round after round. All night. Good pilot. Alright, I want this 262 to go away. Looks like it did go away. Alright. My goal in selecting this target was to try to stay away from all the competition you're going to have, not be the lone fighter amongst 4 or 5 other people who all want to kill you. I also need to break this up, because if they get a chance, they're going to kill my bombers, and that's the end of the game. And by the way, I am flying with Mantis. He's running an XF-90. This guy almost collided with me. Ah, well. Alright, one more. And Mantis and I both have him in our gun sights. And yeah, he got him. Alright. This is tightly fought, and you will see this happen over and over again. I had losses where I thought, that may have been the finest game I've ever flown. All right. I'm hopeful that someday it will bring up the results. Really, I'm not going to cry about that a whole lot. The payoffs for this, if you win, are spectacular, and if you lose, they're merely very good. You can't really complain too much about that. Okay, so 15 kills, 5 assists. Yeah, I think I did my bit. And the competition level in this has been pretty high. All right. So, yeah. So you can see who number one is there. Did a good job for us. All right. Let's move on. All right. So I decided I would take the LA-15, the Vutchkin, and I like this aircraft. It's always been the runner-up to the Yak 30 for me. And what I like about it is it has a little more altitude capability. And a lot of this is held from 5,000 feet and up because of the bombers and the heavy fighters that are opposing them. And I thought we'd go ahead and give this a try. Hopefully we'll have a little success here and I'll have something nice to show you, but we shall see. I like the 323 millimeter guns on this, 520 DPS. It's got a decent turn rate. It's not a Yak 30, but you know, not going to complain a whole lot either. Absolutely gets the job done. It's far more nimble, 9+ turn time on it, and it's not specialized. So when I spec it out, I am expecting to get an even more turny, far faster aircraft than I have right now. Now this is not a great anti-GA fighter, and I'm using it wrong and I pay for it. Of course, having a F-94 shooting at you did not help either. So we'll go ahead and take our obligatory run at a bomber. Yes, you can kill bombers in this. And of course we have fighters on our tail. They're really wanting to shoot us down, and they don't understand that I'm not really after the bombers, I'm after them. And the thought behind this is if I'm tearing up the fighters that are hitting our fighters, so much the better. I'll let the heavies do their bit. I'm flying with Mantis. He's got an XF-90, which excels in killing bombers. And I'll go after the guys flying fighters in opposition to the bomber group. And this, by the way, seems to work pretty well for me. Provided you keep somebody off your tail, and you do have to remember that there are lots and lots and lots of heavy fighters out there that can run you down and carry ferocious firepower, as we found out. But we're going to get right back into it. and give the devil his due, but it's my turn. There are two F-94s here. I'm just taking out one. One's robot controlled. Another guy is a fellow named Lord. All right, let's move on here. XF-90, and I'm choosing to take him out. He is a robot pilot, by the way, because this is not how you avoid getting shot down in an XF-90. You should have just barreled through, got clear, and come back. Okay, got him in sight. Yes. There are good pilots flying on both sides of this. The level of competition is going to be high, and you can affect this. Me killing Lord, who just killed me not too long ago. Good pilot, knows how to use that plane. Far down the road, I do intend to get another F-94, but that's long down the road. Really like that plane. I have almost finished specializing the F-86 from the proceeds of this. I've got about 3 more units that I need to bring up to Ultimate, and I'll be done with it. Alright, got our winning legend out of this. Got AC earlier. And of course I wasn't recording it. Do I feel stupid or what? And yeah, Lord got me again. Alrighty. I do love the M61 cannon. And let's get engaged here. Yeah, it does not pay to let somebody line up on you for very long. Not with the gunpowder these guys got. Appreciate it, guys. Truly do. My turn. Far too many enemy aircraft over this for me to be happy. Ah. Yes, Mr. Lord again, helping me out. Alright, come on, gentlemen. Let me back in the game. Alright, one down. See how they do when I'm not outnumbered 5-1. And I am ignoring the GA. There are better aircraft to deal with that than me. And we have one of the high-speed bombers out here. Now, I'm going to give some warning with this, in as much as the new bombers really have a tail stinger from hell. And they're quick. So if you play that game, you're going to die. Do not chase after them. Come at them from about a 30-degree angle in front, tear them up, deliver a beam attack while you swooping around. When they're all good and torn up, then you go after them. Learn the hard way, take it from somebody that knows. Alright, I'm going to have to deal with whoever is behind me here. He looks better as aluminum confetti. Oh, yes. XF90, I do not want him in the sky. That is bot run, you can tell. Help out a little bit with this. What I'm really looking for is another fighter. Don't see one, and of course that's when somebody gets you. And he's down to just that 228. There's nothing left in the sky. And sure enough, that's it. All right, come on, bring me up the score here, gentlemen. Again, the LA-15 is a good match for this because it's got some altitude capability, got the gunpowder necessary to take down heavy fighters, which is all you need for this particular mission. Again, 15-15, or 15-5, excuse me. I wish I was doing that well. Yeah, I'm not going to complain about that one too much at all. All right. So, having used the MiG-15 successfully, I wanted to go ahead and bring out our buddy, the Yak-30. And you will see throughout most of this game that I am going to be somewhat over my optimal altitude, which means it'll be a little slower, but it doesn't really change much else about the aircraft. We'll run this one on through and see how we do. I still have aircraft to purchase and aircraft to specialize. I want to finish up the specialization on a couple of aircraft, and then we've got new aircraft that I need to bring up and show you. You see Mantis up above me dealing with these guys. I need to get up there and help him out. And got somebody on our tail, not surprisingly. And he wants to turn with me. Okay, I can do that. And about this time, he figures out he can't outturn me. In fact, he's losing it, and he runs away, which gets him nowhere. Alright, inspect aircraft. Let's go ahead and finish them up. Couldn't quite save my partner there. At least I got some revenge for him. Well, he's there. Got a good run on him, and I'm free of his tail stinger, so I'll light him up a little bit and get out of there. Come up above, flip around. He's gone. Ooh, that's a lot of aircraft. Three aircraft and one of ours. Doesn't seem quite right, does it? All right. Yes, I did seriously make a run at my own aircraft. I just saw the guy saw Mantis out of the corner of my eye, and yeah, and here's one of ours opposing 262s, and I know what he wants, so we're going to light him up a little bit. I'm not going after that bomber because I don't have the altitude capability to go after that bomber. Shoot up spec aircraft. Let's go ahead and take them out quick. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Sergeant in his J7W3. That name will come up over and over again, by the way, as well as Freaky Fighter. As I told you before, he and I had been dueling all night. Well, that's okay. I'm a big boy, I can take care of myself, right? So I notice they have 4GA. They're absolute max. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. This guy's pretty tore up. Looks like a good candidate. Love that target, don't you? Alright. There's two down, which means we get to keep our base. Alright, there's that J7W3 flown by Sergeant, and he's coming in on me, as I knew he would. And I'm counting on the fact that I'm a pretty good gunner. Ooch by the plane bomber there. Really want to make sure that I take him out because he's a very dangerous pilot. And Freaky Fighter got me. Nice thing is when you have the airbase, you can pop up right there, and I'll be right back into it. And you notice I am not even attempting to go after the bombers right now. That's not my job as I see it. Now I've got a turn advantage over everybody in the game. I'm going to use it. Yeah, we got somebody on my tail again. I'll try to evade. Alright. And there's Sergeant. Just shot down Freaky Fire. And that is called mutually assured destruction. We shot each other down. Yes, this was one very, very tough game. Can't blame the other guy for doing the best job he knows how to do, right? Get back into it. And I hardly had got past the spawn point when I got hit by the 262. Wouldn't swear, but I think that was a bot. Alright, back into it. Notice I hardly get a beat on this guy before I'm under attack again. And Tori. I don't know if that's a player or a bot. Don't let it get to you. Just put another quarter in and keep trying. That is the name of this game. Competition's hot. They're not going to make it easy on me. We're just going to have to fight through it. Okay, so we'll move on along here. Yeah, there's Sergeant again. And yes, I'm keeping an eye on him. I know I'm going to be happier when I can finish up these GA and turn my attention back to fighters around the area, because there's a lot of them, but there's 2 GA down. And yeah. Sometimes the most dangerous thing in the sky is your teammate. Alright, I know better than ignore him, because he's going to be after me. But I do. And Tail Gunner got me. Rough trade today. Rough trade. Okay, so we'll just get right back into it and keep fighting. And Freak Fighter again gets me in his 1101. Now I do have an 1101, and yes, it would be a little more successful if I used it, but then I wouldn't be advancing my other aircraft, and some of these do need it. Alright, a little revenge. Should be noted, I am not particularly targeting them, and that they're not particularly targeting me, but you never pass up on killing the spec aircraft when it wanders in front of your nose. It is good pilots doing their job. Alright, that's one of the gentlemen. Okay, that takes care of one of them. There's the other. Where's the next one? Oh, there he is. Yeah. Golo and his 262. Let's get back into it. They're down to one heavy fighter. And there he is. I've had better scores, but I've never had a closer or harder fought victory. If you're adverse to getting shot down, you might want to take this weekend off, because I will tell you it's going to happen often. I don't care who you are. And again, gotta love the cash that's coming in and the experience points. So I will tell you, even if you lose, you win with this, because there is so much experience and so much cash being thrown around. It's not funny. I managed to spec a lot of aircraft and still come up $1 million ahead. So it turned out just great. I enjoyed it. What you see here is me congratulating the guys on the other side for fighting really hard. They did. And just trying to keep a sense of good sportsmanship going. Remember to like the video, subscribe, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.